Limited time only, 0% interest financing for 36 months. First McDonald's, now Burger King admits. We're talking about the price of combo meals as high as $18. Now I know not all of you eat at McDonald's and Burger King, but it's interesting to find out how things are really rolling out. Food inflation, hyperinflation, getting out of control, and what we expect to see coming right up.
My name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. If you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most of all, news and awareness, stuff that you want to know about, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one.
Now I have to share this because I see what's going on. They hook everybody into being reliant on stuff like this while they jack up the prices of everything else in the grocery stores. And then before you know it, you can't afford anything. I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but McFlation, revenue soars after McDonald's hikes prices. Like I said, people take the easy option, the cheap option, but watch, it's gonna slap them in their face. McDonald's reported that revenue was up 14% on the quarter in what Burger Company attributed to strategic menu price increases. Guys, these companies are making billions off of your dollars. And you think that they're feeding you real food? You think that they can give you all of this food because it's coming from great natural sources? I don't think so. The company beat expectations $6.58 billion for the third quarter, raking in $6.69 billion in revenue, according to New York Post and their reports. As price gets more expensive for them, it's gonna get way more expensive for people like us. Now, if you guys didn't know, there's over 13,500 McDonald's restaurants in the United States and 38,000 abroad. And I'll tell you what, the ingredients items abroad is not the same as the ingredients in the United States. Look into that. One branch in Darien, Connecticut is charging as much as $18 for a Big Mac combo meal, which includes a medium soft drink and medium fries. 18 bucks for a Big Mac combo. Are you kidding me? Depending on where you live, they just jack up the prices. The same combo in Times Square costs $13.69. So what does that tell you? Prices are all over the board. Doesn't cost them much more to sell it from here to there, but it's gonna cost you a lot more. So with that, it says that it's all over the place. We suspect strategic doesn't just mean which items they're hiking prices on, but where? Now, honestly, I used to eat at McDonald's back in the day when I didn't know better. You guys remember when a McMuffin cost $2 or $3? I think right now on the New York McDonald's app, cheapest things on the menu that's supposed to be $1, $2, or $3 is $2.49. And get this, another reason why the prices are gonna go up. Franchise fees in 2024 will have to pay an increased 5% royalty fee, which is the first hike in 3 decades. It used to be 4%, plus a percentage of gross sales and other fees, giving this picture some reality on the prices people will be paying. What are people saying? This guy says, don't know about you, but I'm McFrickin' had it with all this inflation. Doesn't matter if they give their garbage away. I haven't been to a McDonald's in years and won't start now. Forget the fact that their food is horrible. When they went woker and started pushing the Vaxaroo on their packaging, that sealed the deal for me. Up yours, Ronald. This is what people are saying. With all that, now, first McDonald's, now Burger King admits consumers are broke with planned reintroduction of the $5 meal deal. Now get this. $5 meal deal. You think that they're going to cut into their proceeds, or are they going to make that 5 meal deal cheaper? With cheaper ingredients, faker stuff, probably fake meat. Trust me when I say this. They're not going to be doing you any favors. A recent trend of mega corporations rolling back prices and reintroducing deals has merged with this, potentially due to pressure from the White House ahead of elections, or as Goldman pointed out, consumer caution mounts as cracks in the resilience theme emerge. Isn't that right? There's growing evidence that working poor consumers are struggling in the era of failed Bidenomics. Ignorance is happening in front of our face, guys. When you go to Subway and buy a $5 footlong and it costs you $14, come on. About 2 weeks ago, after 3 years of McFlation that sent the price of the combo meals as high as $18, McDonald's weighed in on their new plans to reintroduce the $5 combo meal deals. The report, initially from Bloomberg, specified that the deal could include a McChicken or a McDouble, fries and drink. I'm telling you guys, the people that are going to be eating this stuff, read the ingredients. I bet you don't understand a word. Elsewhere, Walmart, Target, and Aldi have lowered prices on thousands of everyday items, including staple foods. This comes in response to spending slowdown among cash-strapped, working poor consumers who are drowning in insumerable credit card debt and drained personal savings amid elevation of inflation. Tell me, folks, are you guys feeling it? Put it in the comments. I know a lot of us are. If you guys have missed it, covering the faltering consumer theme have been the analysts at Goldman. The largest U.S. trading desk is getting bearish on the U.S. consumers. That's us, guys. Goldman warns consumers are cracking as stagflation threatens emerge. Oh, we already know. Goldman's commentary on consumer health is an ominous one. You don't say. So when's this reintroduction of cheaper food? And when I say food, I mean ingredients you've never heard of. The value war kicked off earlier this month as corporations strive to retain their customers base and prevent trade downs or migration competitors. This is why McDonald's meal deal push has prompted Burger King to offer a similar deal. Bloomberg reported that Burger King is now preparing to launch a $5 meal deal. The deal will include the choice of one of 3 sandwiches with nuggets, fries, and a drink. Franchisees approved the deal in April. So for all of you out there that just don't care what you're eating and need that special deal, that's what you got coming down the pipe. Got another important one to tell you here in a sec. Regardless of their plans, we are moving full speed ahead with our own plans to launch our own $5 meal before they do. So now they've got a competition, and trust me, like I said, we are going to be in the fail section on this one because the price cuts are not going to come at their expense. This is to run for several months. Burger King US and Canada, I'm going to come back to Canada, President Tom Curtis wrote in an internal memo obtained by Bloomberg. You think that they're cutting prices because we are struggling out there? No, they need to retain the billions that they know that they can get from us. And if they need to make something faster and cheaper, they're going to figure out how to do it. The bigger story is that the mega corporations are cutting prices and offering deals because the Goldman has shown working poor consumers have hit a proverbial brick wall. You don't say. I suppose that's not the effects of the Build Back Better program, right? And especially Canada. Check this out. Canadian food bank systems on the brink of collapse. The food system nationwide could collapse. In quotes, the system simply can't keep up. Also in quotes, 44% say they're doing worse financially than last year. No kidding. Also in quotes, 1 in 4 Canadians are experiencing food insecurity. Folks, they're even putting this on the news. Maybe not news that you've seen, but it's out there somewhere.
Some new numbers on poverty in Canada come with a stark warning. If more isn't done, the food bank system nationwide could collapse. For some, a local food bank is a critical part of their safety net. CTV's Heather Wright reports.
This is just part of the line outside a Toronto food bank today, where thousands of clients will shop this week, a number that keeps going up.
As a single mother of 4 kids, it's not easy for me.
According to Food Banks Canada, 1 in 4 Canadians are experiencing food insecurity.
Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, but how much money is going to Ukrainer or even the migrants or so-called asylum seekers? Those guys, meanwhile, they're getting prepaid food cards, housing, medical. What about the Canadians? What about the Americans?
These are statistics Lee Soda sees every day.
There are people who are working, fully employed, and having to access the food bank. We have seniors, we have newcomers, we have students.
Today, Food Banks Canada released its annual poverty report card, a look at the challenges facing Canadians and how well governments are responding to them.
We're not doing enough as a country to make sure people are able to make ends meet right now.
Most provincial governments received grades in the D range, while 7 out of 10 got a D- for what the report called an insufficient approach to poverty reduction. A lack of affordable housing and stubbornly high food prices have created a perfect storm of need in many parts of the country, and there are concerns the system simply can't keep up.
They cannot continue to meet the growing demands with the amount of food and donations that are coming through the doors. And even then, no system is designed for, growth that like we've seen.
The report includes a number of policy recommendations, among them rent control and increasing social assistance. Building more houses is also needed, something the provinces and the federal government have promised, but which will take years.
The report also found more young people are turning to food banks. Between February and April of this year, a quarter of those aged 18 to 24 went to a charity because they didn't have enough money to buy food. Heather Wright, CTV News, Toronto.
Isn't that something? All the money going everywhere. Can't even take care of your Canadians, can't even take care of your Americans that need the help. All this is awareness. I don't think anything's gonna get better, do you? Head on a swivel, be aware, be prepared, keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing, guys. We got more coming down the pipe. We'll see you soon.